All right, in this video, we're going to be going over quite a few different brands, a bunch of Mustangs for this video. So starting off, we've got an M2 Auto Lift series. So this actually has another lift. I was looking to see if maybe I could unscrew this lift from this base plate and put it on this one. Maybe we could have a Mr. Gasket lift, but this is a 2-pack, so we got two Mr. Gasket Mustangs in there. So that's pretty cool. We've got an 85 Mustang SVO. So I think the SVO, this should be a turbo 4-cylinder, which is a little strange and a little out of place in this collection, but it's still a Mustang, so it gets a pass. This one that I've been sitting on for a while now, this is a 2011 Mustang GT 5.0, my car's arch nemesis. Don't worry, there's enough work done to my car that I can beat a stock Mustang with my Camaro, so don't worry. And then last, not a Mustang, but still close enough, we got a Shelby Cobra. It says 2020 Shelby Cobra, so I imagine this is not a an original 1960s Shelby Cobra. It is a clone built in 2020, I imagine. So first off, we're gonna get we'll start off with this Johnny Lightning for one reason, a very exciting reason. This is number 3 of a complete series now. So it says collect all 3, 85 Ford Mustang SVO, 1966 El Camino. We've got one of those right here. I'm not sure if this is the same, because this is a version B. I'm not sure if my El Camino is a version A or a version B, but we do have the 2012 Camaro ZL1 convertible. We have version A and B of that. I'm not sure if the black is A or if the silver is A and which one's which, but I'd have to consult my my stack of cards for that one. So let me find my Leatherman, and then we'll get this guy opened up. Okay, so here is our 1980, what is it, 5 Mustang SVO. Now again, I know I've talked about this before, but the 80s were a time that a lot of auto manufacturers were experimenting with turbos and trying to get, you know, smaller engines to produce big engine power, with the gas crisis and the EPA cracking down on cars and everything. So this guy, I believe, had a 2.3 liter. I could be wrong on that displacement. Turbocharged 4-cylinder. A lot of people were upset to see a turbo 4-cylinder in a Mustang in the 80s and today as well. They Ford did it again with the newer generation Mustangs with a turbo 4-cylinder. It's meh. I think muscle cars should have V8s in them. Unless, of course, it's a Grand National. That always gets a pass. But still a cool car. Still looks great. If we can look at it here. Camera's a little crooked. There we go. That's better. Yeah, like I always say, I do love the 80s Mustangs, the Fox bodies. Cool looking car. This being a hatchback variant. We got our SVO badge there on the fender. Nice little spoiler on the back window. Can never have too much downforce. Coming around to the back, we've got our license plate that says SVO, and then of course our Ford emblem. Yeah, great looking car. Unfortunately, no opening hood or anything. We can take a look inside. Just about make out an interior in there. It's all black, so not much to see. But it is very cool that this makes number 3 for the Pro Collector Storage Tin 2021 Release 2 version B. I might have all of version B. Here, let's check real quick. Let me see if I can find the card for that El Camino. Okay, yes, this, the El Camino, the red one, this is in fact version B. And then the ZL1 Camaro, the black one, is version B. So that is all 3 cars from that release, so that's pretty cool. And then we'll take a look at our card, as always here. We've got our collector fact. It says the Mustang SVO was powered by Ford's, 2.3-liter turbo inline 4-cylinder, also from the Pinto and Mustang 2. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would have opted for a 5-liter, even if it made less power. Here's our collector's tin. We'll get that into the collection of collector's tins. And we'll get our card tucked away in the drawer as well. Yeah, forget about that. Alright. And we'll get this one. We are really running out of space here. There are just cars everywhere on this desk. So we'll try and get this one parked over here. And let's move on to this M2 Mr. Gasket 2-pack. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is actually move this lift out of the way, if I can do that without knocking the camera over. And then we'll just use these on the lift as they are for the presentation. And then I'll pop them off the lift off camera. So here's our pair of 1965 Ford Mustang gassers from the Mr. Gasket sponsorships. Looks like we do not have opening hoods on these. That's alright. Very cool that they come in a 2-pack like this. I really, really like this. Being an M2, not really much to read on the card. This is a pretty flimsy card. It's almost like a piece of paper. Yeah, keeping with the what seems to be the running theme of a lot of these M2s having sponsorships on them. So we've got the Edelbrock, the Comp Cams, the VP Racing Camaro, and now a pair of Mr. Gasket Mustangs. So almost the same car, just different paint jobs. Looks like they've got same wheels, same engine details, two different logos there. Of course, the bottom one has a stripe down the middle. A lot of detail on these M2s, as always. They look really good. Yeah, great looking cars. I like the I like this lift, honestly, a little more than this one. I'll see if I can swap this lift, like just the lift, and get it off of this base plate. Maybe we'll use this one from now on. But yeah, great looking cars. Not too much to say about them. I mean, as I always say, I'm not really a big Mustang guy. I don't know my Mustang history all that well. And then, of course, being gassers, they're probably not stock motors in there, so M2 leaves you kind of high and dry without any fun facts, but still really cool to add these to the collection. So I'm going to try and take these all apart off camera real quick. Okay, so it turns out this lift does not fit onto this base, and I also don't have a screwdriver small enough to fit inside of there to get this Mustang off the lift right now, so I may have to bring something home from work, but that may work to our advantage because now we're taking up less space on the desk. So that's good, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. But we'll keep moving right along to our next car, which is this 2011 Ford Mustang GT 5.0. This is part of the Greenlight Hollywood series from the movie Drive. I have one other car from that movie, actually, which is the 73 Monte Carlo. I'm sorry, that's a Chevelle. It's a Chevelle Malibu. So there is the back There, we can, if you'd like, you can pause on that real quick. Get a description of the movie. But this car is used in a chase scene in that movie. Doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, so we'll get it open and onto the lift so we can take a closer look at it. So here we have another very high quality casting from Greenlight. As soon as I opened this, I just started seeing issues immediately everywhere. So if you look closely, only one of the hinges for the hood is painted black. So that looks terrible. We have real lenses for the headlight. So they figured out to use a left lens for the left headlight, but instead of using a right lens for the right headlight, they used a left lens and just flipped it upside down. So that looks terrible. The axles are too wide for the casting, so the wheels don't spin, so that looks terrible. And then, classic Greenlight, we've got a mushed spoiler and a 75% red taillight. Jeez, this was certainly a bottom of the barrel one. Really dropped the ball on that one, didn't they? That sucks. Yeah, I don't know, not much to say about these either. I'm kind of just disappointed in this car, to tell you the truth. Of course, we do have an opening hood on here. They managed not to screw that up too much. Take a look at in there at our 5-liter V8. These were good for about 425 horsepower, I think, from the crankshaft. That's, you know, that's how much horsepower the motor makes. If you measured it at the tires, you'd probably see maybe about 380. But, you know, not bad for Mustangs considering their past. But still a cool looking car. I certainly appreciate any modern muscle cars just as much as classic muscle cars, so I wish Greenlight had kind of done a bit better job on at least on this one. At least made it look like they were trying. But it is what it is. Won't be able to tell from more than a few feet away. So we'll get this guy parked up over here. Move on to our last car, which is another Greenlight. So fingers crossed with this one. Whoops. Our Shelby Cobra, or 2020 Shelby Cobra clone. So here is our first Shelby Cobra in the collection. Really awesome looking car. I've always loved the Cobras. I think they're absolutely sick looking. This one being a reproduction, so not an original 1960s Shelby Cobra. This is made to look like a 64 or 65 Shelby Cobra as kind of a tribute. This is getting in our way a bit, isn't it? Whoops. We're going to move this over here for now, because that's just in the way. Yeah, we're running out of room fast over here. But, yeah, great looking car. We've got, this is part of the Greenlight Barrett Jackson series. So, on the back, it's got a little snippet of information about this car. Let's see if we can focus on that. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want to give that a read. Seems like quite a mouthful to me, though. But this guy sold for $220,000 in Scottsdale. Where's Scottsdale? Arizona? I think so. So we'll get that card tucked away in the drawer. So this is the car that was basically brought about the existence of our Cheetah. So these two were meant to be major competitors. Unfortunately, General Motors pulled the plug on the Cheetah because it was costing them too much money. But, yeah, this is a really cool car. It's a very small casting, very scaled correctly. Let's see our Cobra emblem on the fender there. coming around to the back. They really didn't miss any of the detail on this. It looks awesome. Chrome bumpers, nice little roll cage there. It's got a Barrett Jackson license plate on it. USA bumper sticker. Nice. Yeah, really cool car. This is gonna look great along with the Cheetah. And a couple other roadsters that this would look really cool with. I guess that 62 Vet and the stuff like that. So yeah, really excited to add a Cobra to the collection. I don't have any Cobras. I would like to find a Daytona Coupe. Those are really cool. The Shelby Daytona Coupe. That's another really cool old race car that I would love to have in the collection. So yeah, that'll about do it for this video. So let's see if we can get 4 out of 5 of our cars into frame here. And then of course, Mr. Stuck on the Lift Mustang. I'm gonna work on, might have to bring a screwdriver home from work or something that can fit down in there. That's a little annoying. There's some annoying stuff in this one. Can't get one of the Mustangs off the lift. This one's all put together wrong. But I guess that's Mustangs for you. But anyway, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.